I'm gonna love you.
Alright, welcome back YouTube to another episode of Wolfenstein 2. I am Death Incarnate, mission number 16. So, we're almost to the end, just one mission before. If you are new to this series, I do want to clarify that I do have a couple of perks maxed out and weapons maxed out, and we also chose the harness contraption. So just to clarify that slows down time, so that's why I kind of run sometimes. Again, these are things that work for me, so I hope they work for you, and if anything, you just kind of tweak them a little. So for example, say that there's an enemy in my gameplay that's on the left, which means that on yours he can also be on the left, but he can also be on the right. So just to clarify that. But the main point is I'm trying to show you how many enemies there are. But further ado, let's get started. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to wait for this gigantic or enormous robot to kind of go uphill, and you're gonna go behind them. Again, I crouch down for a lot of things just because I know it makes less noise. But as soon as you get to that door, just kind of try to get over there, because he does stop pretty close by, and you want to save it right here. So yeah, once you're done saving it, just go forward, and there should be there's about like 4 enemies, but you only care about 2. So as soon as you open up that door, try shooting the wall behind you, or should I say in front of you, that's behind these 2. And then as long as both of those go over there, make sure you check your sides. We're gonna go underground, basically in these tunnels, and then right as you kind of go, or before you go up the stairs, actually, we're gonna save it right here. And there should only be 2 enemies here. It should be 1 commander and 1 regular soldier. Again, mine were over here, so just make sure to check back behind you. And we're gonna go behind this vehicle, whatever the hell it is, and the commander should be just right there, just standing. So take him down, and then the other soldier should just be just a little bit up ahead, and then just take him down as well. Make sure you pick up some armor, some health, and some ammo if you need some. And then we're going to head over to the left, where I'm going to show you where one of the upgrades is at. Okay, so the way that you get to this next upgrade kit is you want to go all the way on top, and then you might have some trouble with this one, because I did. But the thing is, I was jumping when I was trying to do it, and it kept on, taking me back down. So the way that I did it, as you're going to see right now, is we're not even going to jump. We're just going to run past it. So it should just be right there in some like little shelf. So just run, and you should hopefully make it there. Again, you can get this in one of the Uber Commander missions in case if you miss it. But before you go through those doors, make sure you save it so that you have a checkpoint. Alright, so once you're done saving, you want to go forward, and there should be 2 small robots right there in the same level. You can kill them if you like. If you don't, then that's also okay. So the first time I was doing this, I didn't really know the pattern of the giant robot. I didn't know if he was going to go up or down, but he comes down. So if you really wanted to, you can actually have gone up the stairs in the first time when we killed the first robot, because as you can see, he's coming down, and I didn't see that. I do want to also clarify that sometimes the small robots, if you walk right in front of them, they'll activate sometimes, so it's kind of good to kind of kill them. Just a heads up on that. And then right here, I tend to do this a lot because of the cooling system, so you also want to be careful about that. Waiting a lot kind of makes that thing waste, so just be careful on that. Right there, I kind of I took a gamble because he was about to come up, so there was a huge gamble on that. And like I said, we're gonna take this slow. There's a lot of waiting and for the enemy to kind of do the right thing, so just make sure you save it right here again. So yeah, as you're noticing, I save a lot, which isn't a bad thing at all. I mean, it's there for a reason, right? Because there's not a lot of good checkpoints. Like a lot of the times they'll make you do things over and over again. So right here, I would recommend you not to run, because there's gonna be 4 different soldiers that are gonna come down. They're gonna come down in 2 sets of 2s. So what's gonna happen is you want to kind of try to stay behind this cooling system here. As you can see right there, we saw them, and then here once again I'm doing my little refueling my cooling system. So what's gonna happen is two of the soldiers are gonna come down. You're not gonna do anything to them. You're gonna let them pass by, because they're actually gonna go downstairs from where you came from, and then another 2 are gonna pop out. But you want to wait for them, because for some reason, at least on mine, they came down, they walked for like a couple steps, and then they turned back down. So that's the first set of guys that you saw right there to the left. And then these are the guys that I'm looking at that barely came down, and for some goddamn reason, they went right back up. So I don't know if that was a glitch on mine or if that's how they do it, but they're gonna go back up. And if you saved it in some little point where I will show you, you can just keep on retrying this over and over again. I did waste a lot of my throwing hatchets, but try not to waste them too much, or if you can't, try picking them back up because they are going to be useful for later on, at least in the last mission. So just try to keep them. Save it right here. And I also want to tell you, be on the lookout for the other two soldiers that you let walk by, or that you let them pass by. Sometimes they come back sooner than you think, and then try again refuel because apparently that's necessary. And then as long as you go up, it doesn't matter if they find the bodies. Just as long as you take down this commander, you should be all good. Take him down. And right after you do save it, do not walk forward. Alright, so if you saved it, make sure you take out the lasercraft gun. Because this one of those giant dogs is going to pop out no matter what. So just get ready to shoot him. If you do have it powered up, it should only take one charge. And then that should be it. I think the other enemies downstairs will kind of hear you, but it's okay because it doesn't matter. Just go through the doors, and then those enemies should despawn, and then save it right here before you get before you go any forward. There's no enemies in here. There's a bunch of health in case if you need some. There's armor, and then there's bullets as well. Make sure you pick those up. Pick up the electric laser ones right here, and then save it before you go outside. All right. So once you get out of this door, you don't have to do this. I don't think I even saw him. So what I did, I shot down this this flying robot. You don't really have to, but there is this small robot that's down here. You do want to take him out because so I want to say that I tried doing this stealthy. I just couldn't find it anyway. So I'm actually gonna have a battle with them. So up there is one soldier. You can get closer if you like, but I just took him down right here at this spot, and then I did save it. But like I said, we are going to have to start fighting. There's two giant robots, and then there are two those flying robots. Like I said, I just couldn't really find a way to go stealthy in this place because there really isn't many things to hide from. If you have the lasercraft powered up, it should only take one charge. Nothing too hard. Another one should be coming from out top, but the order that it goes, it's one giant robot, and then two of those little flying robots are going to come back down. So not at the same time, but after you kill one, the other one pops out. You take that one down real quick, and then the giant robot should come back down. Take him down with one charge, and that's really it. I hope that this isn't too much to ask for. I mean, it shouldn't really be too hard. I barely even got hit, so just go, at this point, just go all the way on top, and you really shouldn't have any trouble. There shouldn't be any enemies left. Like I said, I don't know if that flying robot that we killed in the beginning made any difference, but just as long as you get up there, you do want to save it if you like. If you don't, that's cool. But this part took me a while to kind of go because I didn't really know where to go. I didn't see any vents, so I was like, okay, where the hell should I go? But if you press down on the D-pad, it shows you where to go. Just go under it if you chose the harness, of course. And then there shouldn't be any enemies left. We're gonna go up into this door, and you want to save it right before you do any moves. All right. So after you saved it, there are gonna be a total about 5 enemies. Okay. There are 2 that you at least need to kill. So this one right here just kind of telling you kill me. So you take him down, and there's another one over here by the computer. There will be one of those giant robot dogs right there, and then two more soldiers right there. Try sticking to the wall so that those 2 guys don't see you. There's multiple ways to do this, I guess. You can try saving it here and try doing my method. So I tried this a couple times and I just couldn't do it. Again, I just ran. I was like, screw this, because I tried shooting the wall and not all the enemies would go. But this is where the harness contraption really came through because it slowed down time, like I said. And it was very helpful, so try doing some things. If it doesn't work, then just try running. That's what I did, because they won't go after you. And then right here, make sure you save it. Alright, so we're going to continue forward. and in this little building, science lab, whatever it is, there are going to be three scientists. None of them are going to be looking at you, so just try to take them down. Uh, Try to be crouching down again, because they can see you if you are standing up. So just take him down, and there is that giant or that big heavy gun right there. If you want to pick it up, it's there, but I would recommend not, because if you do pick it up, it's gonna sound the alarms, and then a group of like 6 or 7 enemies are gonna pass by right there. But you can take him down in one shot, so it's not too bad. So what I did here is there's gonna be a couple of those small robots, so it's gonna be a little hectic. So try saving it here if you can. And then I did take out the double ARs. So, alright, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to sneak up behind them so I can melee them down. But for some reason right here it turned a little funky on me. I did stab this guy right here. And then for some reason those two in the back kind of heard me. Again, I don't know why, but in case if they do turn on you, just make sure you throw some grenades if you have it maxed out. It'll turn down their electronics for a little while. But if not, then that's what the double ARs are for. They'll go down in like 2 shots. So that's kind of the easy part. Here, make sure you fuel up with the cooling system. And right before you go down, you do want to save it just in case, because it does get a little crazy. Alright, so in this next spot, there's going to be 3 enemies that are going to be walking down all of a sudden. They are all really close to those explosive barrels, so just make sure you shoot them, and then they should die. This guy survived, but as soon as you kind of are starting to go down, you want to save it, because there are 2 enemies that are kind of like at an odd angle, I guess you can say. If you get this guy, then you should be good. This guy won't give me trouble, but then as I was going forward, this guy over here was the one that was shooting me, and I didn't know where he was. But you want to look to your left, and then he should be the last enemy. So at this point, you can just wait for the thing to take you all the way up, and then switch back to your pistols. The only reason why we were going balls out in this one was because there's no commander, but at this point there's going to be 2 commanders, so save it right before you go through there and take out your silencer as well. Alright, so you're going to go through the door, and then you are going to see that guy on top. You can take him down, but I'm just not too sure that if you leave the body there, they're going to discover it, but that's up to you. So what's going to happen next, this guy's going to be standing there. You should take him down. There's no one around him, so you're good. And then you're going to see this guy sitting down. So you want to get as close and as comfortable as you are with them, and you want to take him down. We are going to go up the stairs right there. And then there's this guy that at times he's either going to go, he's going to take a right, or he's going to take a left. The first playthrough I did, he went to the right. And then on the second one, he was coming towards me. So just a heads up on that. Again, that's where the contraption thing helped out. And then this spot right here was a little weird. Okay, so this might be the first guy that we first saw. So he can either be here or he can be at the end of the hallway. Luckily, he did not call in for reinforcements, so we were good. There's another guy inside right there, as you can see. And then, like I said, the orange guy we killed could either be right here at the end of the hallway. If not, then just take him out and then go to the right. And the first commander should be there. Take him down easy, and that should kind of be it until you cross this little bridge. You do want to save it just in case to have a checkpoint. Alright, so continue going forward, and before you do anything, just follow me, and then here's the only upgrade for this mission. And then right after that, there's going to be 2 enemies that are just going to be standing. Again, like I said, you know, they could be walking for you or not. But just make sure you shoot him down, okay? As you can see, this is not the way to do it. I'm missing all my shots. So I got lucky that the guy didn't call the commander or something. But just be aware of your shots. And then we're going to continue going forward. Just go up the stairs. And then there shouldn't be any enemies for now. I kind of hate this part because it gets confusing. There's a lot of openings, but just follow me. We're just going to go straight. And then we're going to go up the stairs again. And then the commander should just be all by himself. So really, just take him down with whatever you like. Like I said, just try to keep it stealthy if you like. Go up to him, pick up his Enigma code and some bullets if you like. There are some more power cells for the laser gun if you want to pick those up, because they are very useful. And then just go up the stairs. Up the elevator. And then once you kind of exit, there should be one guy right there, kind of at the entrance. Take him down again. Make sure you hit your shots, not like me. It's also another way to show you that, that I'm not always perfect, and, it takes me a lot more than just one try. So there's going to be 2 enemies here. I'm kind of lucky he didn't even see me, and then also the fact that I shot one of his guys and then the other one didn't look. But we're going to take a left, and before you proceed forward, you do want to save because this next part is kind of really hard. But it's also not to the point where it's impossible to do. So as soon as you walk in through there, there's going to be a guy to your left and to your right. So just make sure you take him down quietly. Get as close as you want to. And then you do want to save it after you kill him, just because the checkpoints really help out. So you want to be crouching down and go up a little, kind of towards that entrance. And there's going to be 2 more soldiers right there. Take them both down. And then there should be one giant robot coming or just walking around. If he's on the other side, make sure you hit like the computers or something, because he will turn around. And then right here, careful when you peek over, because there is one of those bots, those dogs, and the commander should also be there. So you want to take down the bot, the dog, and then you want to save it here just so, because the explosion is going to alert the other 2. So as long as you save it, you should be good. And then the only ones that should be remaining is a small soldier and then one of those giant robots. So depending on what you see first, I would recommend taking down the big robot at first, and then the small soldier should just be walking around, or he's actually hiding. So just make sure you spot him, make sure you see where he's at. As you can see, I'm kind of trying to find him, but don't get too close. Just kind of stay back, and he will eventually show himself. So there he was, taken down, and that should be it. Remember, this took me a couple tries, so don't think it just I did it on my first try. Just keep on repeating. If you do it the way I did it, it should be good. But that should be the end of this mission. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and make sure you check out the last one. Goodbye.